Today we're going to be working on some cutting. I have to get the cutting done. And I figure we'll just show some cutting. Let me go ahead and get the laptop going here. There we go. Alright, like I say, today we're going to do some cutting. And I'll put you down here. Put that there. Hey, Dave. Long time no see. How you been doing? Today we're going to do some cutting. I'll show you up here what we were doing. Now I got to cut out all the stuff that I painted, and we're going to go to the dark color. We're going to try to do everything, all the dark color there, around the wheels and everything. We'll hit the grill a little bit. We'll darken up the shadow there, and a little bit of that tire there. Busy, 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 eh? That's that time of the year where we try to get all this stuff done before winter time. Let me. Can I go like that? Let's go there. Maybe I can zoom you in. Yeah. That way, if I flip up to the screen, y'all see. So, we'll go there. Yeah, now I have 4th of July stuff to get. I'm going to do. Alright. This light, you guys could see. Uh, this headlight, the back side, I'm going to go ahead and I have a piece from where I had that blocked off. See if I could cut that just right to have it. There. I want that. And I want this line right there. I'm going to thicken it a little bit. And I kind of want a line there. Then there, that there, that there, that there. Just do a jab. Alright. So, I don't know if you can see them. See if I can get it right. You can see on the back side how I have some of the lines in there. Trying to figure out where I'm supposed to hold it. Right there. But I did cut off the back part of it. So now, let me flip you up here. So you can see now you see the headlight right there. So we're gonna put this on there. So that's how that'll fit. So now let me hopefully slide it enough to hold it in place. So when I go to shoot the darker color, I can hit this a little bit, and when I do the rest of it, so that headlight will be taken care of. That'll hopefully give me an outline, and I won't have to, because the rest will be brushwork. All right, so now we're going to cut out all the stuff that I painted. Focus out. So now I'm going to try to cut out all the stuff that I painted. Plus, I want to cut out the two rear windows. I already have them blocked off what I painted, but I want to cut these out to give this piece something to hold on to. These pieces. But I really need to trace out the whole vehicle of some of the stuff that I need. So I think we'll cut out the whole vehicle of all the stuff that I painted. So it's basically the whole body, uh, and then I'll cut out the running this running board after I trace the whole body, and I'll cut out all the other stuff. That way I ain't moving the paper around as much. So you'll see on the paper how I have to do it. So we'll go down there. Now we'll show you on the paper. And it's easier to move the thing around once you do all this. I can see it on here. Brian asked me yesterday why I used the yellow, and this yellow paper was free. So, and it's a heavier gauge paper, and it's heavier gauge. It's like thicker. So that's why I used this yellow. It was free, and it's thicker, like I said, heavier gauge. So one day I'll get around to going ahead and get the same kind of paper but in white for doing this, because it would be easier than having a yellow one. But it's 89 gram paper. And that's what I'm going to need in the white. Now this paper is super thin. It's not a 89. It's like a regular paper. Thank you for coming on by, Dave. Always great to have you on the show. Get ready for the 4th of July. I think some of this other stuff that I already got cut out, I don't really need it right now, but I'll cut it out now because I might just need it later on for the other sections when I go to do different kind of painting, different parts of the painting. So, like I said, I'm gonna cut the body out. Did that. Oh, that's cool. Anniversary. Yeah, I'll be going to the buddy of mine's house where we have to set up the fireworks. Hmm. Alright, now this is the tricky part. Um, alright, we're gonna cut the. I need the. I need to. I have it up here. So we look up here. You can see how I have it differently here. I need like part of the grill piece there. So if I cut this out, I want that. But I need this area. So I'm looking at it there. If I come across, let's see how we do. Let's come across. We're going to do this. I'll figure it out once I get to it. Now we'll cut here. Because I do want. Oh, put you back down there. So I have that. Yeah, over at a buddy of mine's house, we're gonna do the fireworks, and then a little surprise thing also. Now, the exhaust. I have an exhaust piece right here. I'm not going to worry about that. I'll get that with the paintbrush. There. Alright, now I need to cover that up a little bit. That's good. Now, take this. The heck? There. Ain't cut that. That ain't cut going down. Yes, it did. This ain't coming out. There. 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 Now we'll set that off to the side for now. Now I'll come in and, like I said, we'll cut the roof off of it. Let's cut the roof and all right. Yeah, I can cut the roof off. Then I'll cut this part out of it. But I want to cut the roof in a. All right. So now we have the that. I'm going to cut this roof into sections. So we'll go from here around and then around this top part because I'll cover that up. And then I need to try to leave. I'm going to paint that part really dark. So then I'll cut this piece out right there, just completely out. And that way I'll have that piece. I think that piece, let's see, I could just turn it that way. And that way I'll have a darker section there and a darker section down the bottom. So, like I said, I got to cut the roof out into sections. But I got to make sure I keep the painted part there. And I need to add these windows to add to that, and that window to that. So it's kind of sketchy when you're trying to cut the things out, and you want to make sure you have it just right as you're looking what you're painting at the same time. And then okay, let's go up here. See what I mean by like having, see how this roof has got, it's kind of gray in a way, and then in here is kind of gray in a way, same as that. So then I got a dark section in here, then I got the dark section down here. The steering wheel, I'll do that with a paintbrush, but it's just like, you gotta remember. And then like how this one, it's like a lighter gray back there. So and then I have the mirror right there. I have to remember that. That I'll cut around also. I'll just cut around where that mirror will be there. Kind of tricky in a way. So let's do the right. Point you down. Go there. That's one section of the roof. So like I said, I want to do cut all this out. Cut this straight down. This over. Then down. Go up. Take it down. There. Lando Norris wins again. He beat his team. Boy, they're keeping a close points race with the teammates. here. Alright. Now this one I need to go. What's that? Now, like I said, I want to cut this into 2 pieces. First, we go with this. There. Alright, then I want this piece. Yep. I'll be right back. All right. I'm back. Now I got that. Now we gotta divide this up. Alright. Um, alright, I want to just cut this piece off of here. Because I'm going to want this a lighter. I have to make sure I shoot this a lighter color. Because I want the real dark color underneath. There. And it should come off of there. See, we got that. Now, don't need the rest of this. There. Now, oh, okay. We don't need that. We'll leave that over here. Hey, Paco, good to see you again. Now, I think we're going to cut this fender and that part out. Cut the fender and that part out, and then we'll cut that part out. Then cut that part out. Cut around there. Maybe I'll cut this part out, then cut that part out. But always better to cut the small area out first, The one that's going to be a little tricky is going to be that circle. So I'll cut that out. So I need to always save these little pieces. So I'm going to cut the circle out first. Now this piece. Okay. This is super thin right there. Travel around. Try to leave that ring. That. We're going to do that. We're going to save it. I need to cut this all the way down. Let's cut this part first. Yeah, we'll cut this. Save that piece. See that. All right. So we do it like that for now. I cut this off. So now I can cut this off. But I just wanna do this right. I'm gonna do it right there. Up. There. And I can. Let's do this little part. Cut this light up a little bit. Everybody gives it that part. We'll do from here. Just do a little bit there. This is basically to put some of them markings on here to where I'll know where I'm at when I come to the light. That. That. We'll have that for now. There we go. Can't do that. I could do that. Let's do the marking. Let's do this. Hey, Brian. Alright. Should fit up there perfectly. It's fitting there good. I'll be right back. I gotta go see. Alright, I'm back. Well, I'm glad you stopped on by, Paco. Thanks for coming. Nice. Ah, I got you. Okay. All your brushes are all packed up until the end of July. Then I hope to get back in the middle of August. You even know when you're the busiest. Dad, I'm thinking I should slow down on some of it, but I have so many different ideas. They gotta work. I think oh, you guys can't see what I'm doing. So now I have it back up on there, and I got everything covered up. So you look over at the darkness. So everything that I have cut out is for the dark. So now we just gotta place the magnets in the spots. Oh, and I don't know if you could tell, Brian. I'll do this real quick. Cause Brian, you were here yesterday. Um, I did the color up a little bit, darkened it up a little bit. It was way too bright of an orange. Here on the camera and that, it looks like a brighter orange, but here it's closer to what's over there. But now I get to do the dark part. I just had you down the bottom because I was cutting all this crazy stuff out. But like I said, now we just gotta set. It's all setting up for all this other crazy darkness, light dark, and stuff like that. Yeah, it's got to go up a little bit. Too high. And it's hard to place it. You gotta make sure you got that down there covered good. Alright, let's place it here first. There, there, there. there, there. Oh, just a little bit there. That. I think we're good there. I think I'll be good enough there. But like I said, now it's a matter of placing these magnets around. I don't want certain things to see. I don't mind a little bit of that because I'm going to try not to hurt anything like that. This one will come down here a little bit. Cover that there. I have some of that cut out, so. That there. Let's put this one back. Get one of these. One of these for there. Yep, that's too big. So just go. A strong magnet. That'll be good there. Let's cover this right there. Hopefully they don't drag each other. Yeah, that'll be good right there. Keep that right in the middle there. That should be good like that. Down here, I'm just going to have to finagle it a little bit. Hopefully I don't hit that too much. Let's get a little square one. Different size magnet for one of these little ones right here. What I do? There. Nope. I have to push it down when I get to it. I think that's it right there. That'll be it. Right there. Oh, that's right. Now I want to do. All right. I have the roof. Where's that other piece? This piece. This is the real dark section. Alright, we're going to do the roof piece first. There's the piece. Where is that there? No, that's not it. This is what I cut out? Yeah. Alright, let's take this piece. This is my roof section, so we want to do this real quick. Put this on there. I just want to set it on there for now. And I want this piece set on there for now because this is going to be the darker one. Catch that at the same time. But I'm going to want this piece left on there. So, take this piece. Move it right up. Now take this, move it up. I want that off of there. But now we need to keep that there like that. And grab it like that. Now take this magnet. We're going to try capture this corner. A little bit like that. Back part, just grab it with that magnet. Now, so when I just set up, this roof is going to be a little lighter there and lighter there. But we're going to be darker in this area, darker in that area, darker there. See how it is? It's a lighter roof color. So I just want to mainly make sure I keep that darkness right there and underneath of there. So that's what I was just working on that. So now I can get the black on. And we'll be all set to go. Take my pieces. What did I do? There. It's a matter of setting things up all the time. All right, but now we have the tires that I need to mess with too. All right, we'll concentrate on the top part and the grill and that right now. This area in here, we could darken that. I can darken going around there, because I'll blend into that and I'll blend into that. But the tires, then now on the tires and that, I got to make sure I want to keep this all gray right where the Kragers are. So let's get this top going right there, and we'll get the grill and the headlights a little bit zoned in. But I'm going to have to hold this down, try to hold it down as I'm going along. So let's do that. Let me get cup, a cup and a lid. We'll mix this up. Black. Red and the blue. We're going to use blue, violet, and black. And stick. I'll mix that up first. Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. That's 4021. Alright, that's cool. Get the gun out. After all that cutting, now I get to get the gun out. That's one thing about this. That's due process. Alright, make sure I put a lid on the paint. Put that off to the side. Close up that. Put the X-Acto knife away. Now, I have to move this whole thing. Take you for a ride. There we go. Alright. Now we're all set. Like I said, right now I want it to be a darker color. So, let's see. There. That's what that looked like. Yep. Hey, that's go for it, Dave. You like be safe. All right. All right. Now that out. That. That. That there. Now we gotta take this piece off of here. That. Don't want that to fall. That piece. Now That's good there. Now, they're calling for rain here. I think they got like a 40% chance of rain here. Alright. Now I gotta cut these wheels out. Get that down there. See what I got. I got this one. Yeah. Alright, we got this one. That'd be good like that. Yeah, that's just the tire. Now, Honda. There. 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 Now I gotta get them wheels. I kind of like that. Now I cut the wheel apart. Where's my X-Acto knife? There it is. Only about 60 miles around trip. That's enough. And the heat. Yep. Get stuck in traffic. Ride that center lane. I mean, not center lane. Outer part. I'll just go down there slow. Yeah, when you have a black bike like I do, it's not good being in traffic on a motorcycle, stuck in a traffic jam. All right. That's that one. That's the back one. So we're going to do. That like that. Oh, what happened? The wrong one wrong there? Yeah, I got the wrong one. That quick, I had the wrong one. Bum, 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 bum. That. I got that. Take this off of there. Yep. Lost that. That went too far. Where'd my tire go? I lost my tire. I lost my tire. Tire rolled away. Gotta find that. There it is. There it is. I need to keep that tire. Because I'm going to do something else. I need to cut that. that there. I want that just there, like that. So now we'll come in and darken it like that. That. Now we'll take the tire off of there. This part is going to be lighter. Alright, that's that. Now the front part. Put that there. I'll be back. Talk amongst yourself. Okay. Now we gotta do the same thing. How I lighten that up right there. It's the same way. So now I gotta do the front the same way. I already have like this dark area going to a certain part. But this is even darker all the way to here, all the way over. But I want to run a shadow and everything like that. So I take this one that I already have cut out, and I just cut out that whole tire like that, and we'll have it lighter and everything, and I'll have the rim at the same time, because take all that everything off at one time. So now it's a matter of cutting my tire out. What I can see on this will be here. Then we go across here. Like I say, I want to go there. I didn't really want to go that way, but that's alright. I didn't want to cut the paper, but I did. That's alright. I'll do it like that. Come on. Sit there. Like that. Now work my wheel. Rim. I keep a rim, purple rim in there. Just like that. Give me one of these. Hopefully this will be a good size that I can use. Put that right there. Alright. So now, what we're going to do first, we're going to take this off of there. I do want to leave it there. Leave it like that. Yeah, let me take this off here. Alright, now we'll go here. Now I'll come in here. Alright, now we'll take this off of here. Give me this piece. Alright, give me. Now just dust this around. I like how that dusted in, but I don't want to go all the way with it. Now I want to take this piece off. Put that up here. Now take this piece off of here. Right like that. And drop this piece down there. Take this piece off here. Drop it down off of there. Now take the same black. Let's go in here. That's that. Now, I want to get this running board why I got this color. I'm going to take the whole thing. Let's see what happens. I think I got to take the whole thing off of there. Let's put these to the side. Well, really, I don't have to take the whole. Yes, I do. I say I don't have to, but I do. Take this off of there. Let's see if I can get this. Yeah. That. Now let's cut this running board part out. I'll stick it back on there and do the. Yeah. That's right there. Man, let's do this other one. This other one would be better to do because I could see it. I can't see it on this one. So we're going to grab this one. I like it. I like it. Only thing is, I don't have the rest of it, but we'll fix that real quick. But I want the running board right about. Get ready, you. You're in my way. There. Up like that. just like that. Give me a minute. Come here. There. Hand me one of these sheets pieces. There. I'm gonna put this. Put that there. Put that there. That there. Got another one. Give me this one. Take it, put that. That there. I had it square. There you go. Put that there. Put that there. And we just take, I really don't need it, but we'll put it there for safety. We'll just put that there for safety. There you go. Now we'll just do this one light color. Not crazy dark. That'd be good enough. That's good. That'll work. All right, now let's just take this off of here. Here. There. Put you up there. There. Two on there. You there. Take you off of there. 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 Now I dropped another piece. I dropped the wheel. Yeah, I don't know where that went. Unless it flew down there. I don't know where that wheel went. Oh, is that it? Yeah. That's it. Alright. Now let's just undo everything. That wheel there. I probably got overspray on the sides again. Where's my cover? I don't know what this piece was. Let's put it down there. Put that up here. There. This is the short magnet. It's a broken one. There we go. Let me take these off. There we go. Almost there. Yeah, it's like paintbrush work in a way. So that's what we got so far, fellas. We've been on here, like 2 hours. Ain't too bad. Yeah, I got overspray right there. That's all right. We'll clean that up later. I know how to do that. I know how to do that. But you see how the shadow goes over the wheel there, and you got a little shadow on the tire over here. You got the reflection off the ground. So just do a little bit of that, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. But see how it goes right through the window. Then I have the mirror. I got to paint the mirror there. No biggie. And then I'll do some different things. Like how his top is right there. This ain't the one I want. I want this one. So like how you got there, I could just come in. And how it's more there. A little bit of same thing with the top going across here. Do a little bit of erasing here and there. Just like Just that's all it is. A little bit of here, there, back part. Just have to come in, paintbrush, and do a little bit of things here and there. Sit, hoop, there it is. We'll get to it. Do a little bit of here and there, stuff like that. So that's what we have, fellers. Down here, same thing. Stuff like that. All right. So we'll call that it for today. Uh, I think that was it. I think we're pretty good. We're setting up. I have to come in with some of the blue and shoot up, start doing up the chrome and stuff like that. But it's all in a matter of cleaning things up a little bit. But we'll get it. We get it. I thank y'all for coming by. I don't like that. Fix that up a little bit. Same thing over here. I gotta hit that up with the black. And just certain things I gotta touch up here and there. But we're good. Like I said, that's it. We'll stop it right about there. And yeah, I got overspray on some of these areas, but that's all right, no problem. I'll come back and fix all that stuff later on. But I'm liking the way it's turning out. It's getting there. The rest of the stuff I had to watch how I touch it up and everything. But we're good. Good. Thank y'all for coming on by. There's the thing for the razor blade or the X-Acto knife. X-Acto knife cover. Wasn't too bad. Not too bad of a weekend doing this. But like I said, we got some touch up to do and everything like that. And I enjoyed it. I hope y'all enjoyed it too. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button and join the channel and enjoy some of the work. Today was about cutting things out, then spraying the black shadows or whatever. All right, y'all have a fantastic week next week, and I'll see you all later. Bye.